Hi, I'm Helen. This is a 45-minute all levels Vinyasa class. Today focused on beating the winter blues. Feels like we've been in winter forever, but it actually just started a few days ago, and this class is all about more uplifting shapes, heart openers, back bends, energizing poses to kind of get you out of that midwinter slump. When you're ready, we're going to get started in a seated position. And that can be cross-legged, that can be on your shins. You're welcome to sit on a block or something else to kind of elevate your hips. And just take a moment to find the nice, comfortable seat that you'd like to be in. And once you've settled, you can place one or both hands on your heart. Close your eyes. And take a moment to really feel what's going on in your physical body. Notice what areas are talking to you, what they're saying. Respond kindly. Notice where your mind is, what you're thinking about, where you're drifting off to. And start to notice and deepen your breath. And if it's comfortable for you, you can breathe in and out of your nose. And see if you can lengthen each breath in a little bit longer. So our breaths in, our inhales, activate our sympathetic nervous system, that more flight, fight, get things done. Also a little bit more active. We'll focus on that to start. And if it's comfortable for you, you can take a big breath in. Hold your breath at the top. And then exhale everything out. One or two more like that. Big breath in. Hold your breath at the top. Maybe sip in a little bit more air. And then exhale it out. One more time. Full inhale. Hold. Exhale, let it go. Release your hands by your side. Find your way to a tabletop position. Stack your shoulders above your wrists, hips right above your knees. Spread your fingertips wide and take a little bit of movement here, a little sway side to side. If you'd like, cow and cat. Maybe get into your head and neck. Let these first few movements be really organic and natural. Whatever your body's craving and needing this morning. And then we'll take a little flow through cow pose to cat and then to child's pose with your breath. So as you inhale, lift your tailbone, drop your belly, send your heart forward, cow. As you exhale, press the ground away, cat pose all the way back to child's pose. Inhale, tabletop right away to cow, lift your tailbone, drop your belly, heart forward. Exhale, press through cat. Find that rounding shape to press yourself back to child's pose. And it may not be a fully extended child's pose. Inhale to table, right away into cow. Drop your belly, heart forward. Exhale, cat to child's pose. One more time. Breathe in. Send your heart forward, shoulders back. Breathe out, press the ground away. Send yourself back. Tabletop, hands and knees. Draw your knees together so they touch. Extend your right leg straight back behind you. And then begin to pivot your left foot off to the side. Open up for a supported side plank with your foot lifted. And you can always drop your right foot to the ground if that feels better. Feel the extension, the reach, the activation in this pose. Stay, or if you feel open and want to play, you can reach back for your right foot with your right hand. Kick back and really open up through the front of your hip, through the front of your chest. Keep pressing your hips forward. If you've got your foot released, inhale, extend. Exhale back to your tabletop and take whatever you need to reset. A little cow and cat, a little child's pose, wrist stretch, head roll. We'll take that same thing to the other side. Knees come together, left leg back behind you, breathe in. Right foot pivots off to the side, begin to peel open your left hip and shoulder. Reach, stretch, feel strong, and lift it. Hang out here or bend your lifted foot, find your foot, bend your lifted knee, I should say, find your foot, kick back to find that back bending shape. Slowly release your foot if you have it. Inhale, extend. Exhale to tabletop. Walk your hands forward just a little bit for a baby puppy pose. Forehead, chin, or maybe chest to the ground, hips high, kind of like your extended child's pose. Doesn't have to be your fullest version. We'll revisit this shape later on. And then slowly find your way to downward facing dog. And if there's anything you like in between, please feel free to find it. Pedal out your feet in down dog. Maybe drop your hips, your heels in one direction. Notice what your breath is like. Make it long and strong. Really focusing on the inhales in this first part of our practice together. Inhale, bend your knees, look to your hands. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Lift halfway, breathe in, long spine, send your heart forward, hug your shoulder blades down your back. Exhale, fold, relax your head and neck. Twice more, halfway lift, breathe in. Forward folds, release. Last time, inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Rise to standing, sweep to the sky, full breath in. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Inhale, reach overhead. As you exhale, cactus your arms, bend your elbows, lift your heart. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, flat back. Strong core, feel free to bend your knees. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, hands down. Step back to high plank, upper push-up. You're always welcome to drop your knees. Find some strength here. Really press through your fingertips. Engage your low belly. Breathe. Next, inhale, little shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Baby cobra, breathe in, lift your heart. Exhale, lower down. Twice more, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more, breathe in. And breathe out. Press it back to a child's pose, knees wide or together, hips to heels, forehead down to your mat. And just pause here to check in. Next, inhale, tabletop to downward facing dog, hips high to the sky. Full inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, let it go. Once more, big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, bend your knees, look to your hands. Step, hop, or floats to the top of your mat, exhale. Lift halfway, lengthen. Fold, release. Rise up, reach up, hands high. Palms together in front of your heart, exhale. One more time, that version of sun salute A. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, cactus, little back bend. Lift your heart, press your hips forward. Hands overhead, breathe in. Fold as you exhale. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale to high plank and hold. Find some strength, a sense of support and stability. And notice if you're collapsing your heart. See if you can send a little space up between your shoulder blades to the sky. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale to your belly, or if you prefer, regular chaturanga to up dog. Otherwise, one cobra if you took it to your belly. Lower exhale to downward facing dog or a child's pose. So that little pause, whatever shape you've decided or chosen, give yourself a moment to really be in it and breathe into it. We'll meet in down dog, but there's no rush to get there. If you're in child's pose, take your time to arrive and reconnect to your breath. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, travel to your hands. Lift halfway, breathe in. Forward folds, breathe it out. Rise up, reach up, hands to the sky. Palms together in front of your heart, exhale. Inhale to chair pose. Take a moment, peek down, make sure you can see all 10 toes, more weight into your heels. Engage your low belly, relax your shoulders, and then bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Reach your hands back, lift your chest, take a breath in. As you exhale, belly to thighs, fold yourself gently forward over your legs. The knees can absolutely stay bent here, so really honor what your hamstrings, your low back are saying. If they want a little bit more stretch, you can go towards straight. Otherwise, keep a nice deep bend in your knees. One more round of breath. Release your hands down to the ground without slingshotting. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, hands down, step your right foot back. Let your right knee lower all the way down to your mat. Reach both arms to the sky, breathe in. So you exhale, cactus your arms and gently sink your hips forward without collapsing. So stay engaged through your core, stay strong, open through your chest. Add a little smile, breathe here. One more round. Hands to the sky, inhale. Exhale, hands down to the ground for half splits. Crawl your left toes a little forward, shift your weight back. Your knee can stay really bent. You can always bring your hands up to your thigh if it's not as accessible on the ground, maybe a little trickier on balance. And you can always not go quite as deep, so really listen to what your body's asking for. Rebend into your front knee, plant your right palm, left arm to the sky for a twist. Slide your shoulders back out of your ears, open up your chest. Take a breath in here. Exhale, release your left hand down. Take your left leg up and back, three-legged dog, inhale. Open up your hip, bend your knee. A little bit of movement here. You can draw some circles with your knee, bend and straighten out your leg. If you feel ready and open, flip for wild thing, but we'll get there later on. Keep your leg floating. If you can, shift forward to high plank with one leg and then side plank on your right, outer edge of your right foot. Right hand supports, maybe your left leg stays floating. Big breath in. Exhale, release your hand down, make your way to down dog. Through a flow if you want it, chaturanga to your belly or halfway. Cobra or up dog, lift your heart. To downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Deep inhale through your nose. Flutter your lips, let it out like a horse. Once more, breathe in. Flutter it out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way to your hands, step, hop, or float. Lift halfway. Forward folds, release. Rise up, reach up. Palms together in front of your heart. Inhale, right back to your chair pose. Take some time here, find your low belly, open your chest. Notice if your shoulders are crunching up to your ears. And then bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers with the awkward thumb on top. Reach your hands back, keep your chest open, and this time play with lifting your heels. A little bit of a balance challenge. For me, it's helpful if I look down, so that's why I'm looking down. Find your steady gaze. Maybe you lower your hips, but keep your heart open and lifted. Breathe here. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold, relax your hands down, relax your head and neck down. Lift halfway, breathe in. Hands down, step your left foot back and lower your left knee down to your mat. Both arms to the sky, supported crescent, inhale. Exhale, cactus and sink your hips a little lower. Notice if you can, draw your left hip a little bit more forward, right hip back. Keep your shoulders melting out of your ears, breathe here. Hands to the sky, inhale. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Crawl your right toes forward, shift your weight back, find your half splits, and choose how you'd like to modify this. Knee more bent, hands to thigh, grab some props, or don't go quite as deep. Slowly rebend into your front knee. Twist, left hand down, right arm up. What tends to happen, at least a lot for me, is this bottom shoulder gets lazy, creeps to your ears, so stay active and lifted. That nice chest opening, reaching sensation. Energize through your fingers. Breathe strong, full breaths. And slowly release your hand down. Tuck your back toes, right leg up and back, three-legged dog, breathe in. Open up your hip, bend your knee. Some movement here, maybe the same movement you did on the other side, circles, bend, straighten, or even a flip for a wild thing. Re-extend your leg, no rush if you're playing. Shift forward to a one-legged plank. You can always drop your foot down. And then side plank, outer edge of your left foot. Maybe your right foot stays floating. Keep that lift. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale through your flow to down dog, or take a moment in a child's pose. Any other poses or transitions you like to play with are fantastic. Drop your knees, find your tabletop, and then lower your forearms down. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. We'll take dolphin, down dog on your forearms. Walk your feet in a little bit closer. Feel free to bend your knees, or feet can go wider, especially if your hamstrings are really tight. And then imagine here you can press your chest back between your arms. Look back to your toes. Feel sensation wherever you feel it. 2 more rounds of breath. Slowly lower your knees down. Back to your tabletop for a thread the needle. Right arm reaches out and up. Breathe in. Roll your wrist as you exhale. Thread to your left. Shoulder down, head down. Left hand can stay, reach, or wrap. And adjust if your hips like to swing to one side. Or if you want to play with balance, you can plant your left palm by your face and start to extend your left leg straight back behind you. Remember, the only thing that's not optional is the fact that you're breathing, and you're breathing with awareness, so make sure that's still happening. And slowly unwind. Left hand down, right arm threads out and up. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Switch sides. Left arm to the sky. Inhale. Roll your wrist. Exhale, thread to your right. Shoulder down, head down. Right hand wherever you like it, and readjust. If you play it on the other side, right hand by your face. Right leg extends to work on balance. Give yourself a few more rounds of breath. Unwind, right hand by your face if it's not already there. Unthread left arm out and up, breathe in. Exhale, release it down. Tabletop to downward facing dog. Bend your knees, breathe in, look forward. Step, hop, maybe float to the top of your mat. Lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, relax it down. Rise to standing, sweep your arms to the sky. Palms together in front of your heart, exhale. Give yourself a moment here to adjust however you need. Your clothing, your breath, your stance. Maybe hands come back to your heart, and just notice how you're feeling now after a little bit of movement, a little bit of breathing. Add that smile to your face. A sense of lightness. A sense of joy. I often fake it by wearing bright colors, thus the yellow today. And when you're ready, blink your eyes open. Right back to your chair pose. Inhale, sit low. Exhale, open arm twist right. Right hand reaches back, left arm forward. Try to even out your hips. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Back to center, inhale. Take that to your left as you exhale. Full breath in. Full breath out. We're gonna stay here. Keep your arms as they are. Peek down to your left foot. Shift your weight left and step your right foot all the way back. So you're in like a twisted high lunge with open arms. Even out your hips, strong legs. Lift your heart, relax your shoulders. You're welcome to stay with your arms like this, or exalt. Back hand to your back leg, front arm to the sky. It's kind of a little twisted back bend. I prefer to look down, maybe over my back shoulder. Some people like to look up. Find the gaze that works for you. One more big inhale. Exhale to warrior two, open it to the side. Take some time here, front heel in line with back heel or arch. Stretch through your fingertips, sink a little deeper. Find the strength, the energy through your body, stretching in all directions. Inhale, reverse triangle, left leg straight, left arm to the sky. With your right hand, find your left wrist and give it a little pull back. Create even more space there. A sense of ease, releasing tension, tightness. Big breath in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Take it to three-legged dog. Left leg moves up and back. Open up your hip, bend your knee. Add your movement, circles, bend, straighten, or if you like, flip for wild thing, left foot behind you. Press through your feet, lift your hips, left arm forward. And a version I like is to place my hand on my heart. When you're ready, back to your downward facing dog. You choose how you get there. Take your time, flow, or pause. Nice deep inhale through your nose. Hold it at the top, sip in a little bit more air. Exhale, let it all go, make some noise. One more big breath in. Pause at the top, maybe you can take in a little bit more. And let it go. Inhale, bend your knees, look to your hands. Step, hop, travel, top of your mat, exhale. Lift halfway, lengthen. Forward folds, release. Stand tall, arms sweep high. Palms together in front of your heart. And again, that chance to reset. Notice what you need to adjust. What's going on right now. Let it be light, even if just for this moment. Let whatever's weighing you down leave with your exhales. And use your full deep inhales to breathe in whatever it is you need. Inhale to chair pose. Exhale, open arm twist left to start this time. Left hand back, right arm forward. A full breath in and out. Try to even out your knees and hips. Come back to center, inhale, chair. Take that to your right, exhale. We're gonna stay with your arms. Shift your weight to your right foot. You might even peek down and take a big step back with your left foot. And if that transition is not graceful, it's totally okay. Once you arrive in that crescent lunge, reach even further through your fingertips. Relax your shoulders. Feel that sense of being alive and active. Stay, or exalt, right hand to your back leg, left arm to the sky. And choose where you like your gaze. How that challenges you or changes things. Let's find one more big breath in. Exhale, warrior two, open it to the side. Settle down into your legs. Notice how you'd like to adjust to find this shape and to feel the strength and steadiness this warrior two provides. Inhale, reverse triangle, up and back, right arm to the sky. Left hand, find your right wrist, stretch it up and back. A little bit more space, a little lift out of your waist. Big breath in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Three-legged dog, right leg extends to the sky behind you. Breathe in. Open up your hip, bend your knee, stay, or if you flipped on the other side, right foot falls behind you, lift up. And you can take that same option, hand to heart. As you're ready, we will meet back in downward facing dog, a child's pose, a seat. Feel free to find the transition that works in your body with your energy level, your mood today. And take 3 full rounds of breath. You might start to lengthen your exhales, move into that more resting phase. If you're in a downward facing dog, I invite you to find a seat or a child's pose and continue to breathe. If your eyes are closed, gently blink them open. We're gonna take a little flow with a camel pose and really honor what your body's saying today. So we've done a little bit of opening through the front of our body, maybe not a ton to get into your full camel. So a beautiful option to take is hands to your low back as we press up. And I'll walk you through one round. You're welcome to join in right away, or you can watch and then follow along when you're ready. From kind of a seated position, you're gonna inhale to a high plank. Slide your hands forward, lift your knees. Exhale to downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Inhale, knees come down. As you exhale, you're gonna slide your hands back toward your feet or toward your hips. Inhale to camel, lift your heart, press your hips forward, and exhale, lower your seat back down to your heels. Hands forward, inhale, high plank, feel free to join in. Exhale to downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, really slide your hands back, find your heels or your low back. Use your inhale to lift to camel, maybe look up. Use your exhale to lower. Stay strong through your core to support your back. We'll keep flowing, find your rhythm. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lower your knees as you breathe in. Slide your hands back as you breathe out. Camel, your version, lift your heart. Inhale, exhale to lower. Keep flowing with your breath. If you've had enough, child's pose, down dog, tabletop. And if there's a shape you'd like to hold, feel free to stay. Maybe you can find this, make this into a moving meditation to really be present. I'm going to take one more round. And then whatever shape you've landed in, pause there. Let your palms face up if you're in a seat. Receive a little bit of energy. And then find your way to downward facing dog if you're not already there. Inhale, bend your knees, look to your hands. Step, hopper, floats, top of your mat. Lift halfway, breathe in. Forward folds, breathe out. Stand tall, reach high, full inhale. Hands come together in front of your heart, exhale. As we've been doing at the top of your mat, a great place to reset. So adjust clothing, breath, stance. When you're ready, we're gonna work into dancer's pose. Weight in your left foot, right hand comes out like you're holding a tray. Kick your right foot back and reach for the inside of your foot so your elbow crease is facing sideways, your thumb is pointing back. Left arm to the sky. And you can totally stay right here. Squeeze your thighs together. Or keeping your knee pointing down, your hip forward, start to hinge a little. Reach forward and up with your hand and back and up with your foot. Imagine kicking equal and opposite energy in both directions. Keep breathing. And slowly release. Shake it out. Second side, weight into your right foot, left hand out like you're holding a tray. Reach for the inside of your foot, right arm to the sky. Stay or kick back, reach forward, breathe, breathe, breathe. One more inhale. And exhale, release it out. Shake it all out. Hands to the sky, breathe in. Cactus your arms, micro back bend, exhale. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, fold forward. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, right foot steps back. Drop your right knee. Both arms to the sky, like we did when we started. So option to stay here, hands overhead, take a camel, or option to take kind of a funky cactus, a funky half camel, getting ahead of myself. So for that, I use my left hand, you're welcome to use your right. So I kind of like the opposite. My left hand is gonna come back for my right heel, or somewhere in that direction. My right arm reaches up and I start to extend my left leg straight. I keep pressing my hips forward. And again, you don't have to do this twisted version. This feels a little bit more accessible in my body. Do what works for you. And as you feel like you've had enough, slowly come out, kind of the trickiest part. Bring your hands down and take it to lizard. Shimmy your foot out to the side, palms inside. Back knee can stay low, it can lift. You can drop to your forearms if that's accessible. Open your knee out to the side, give it a gentle press if you like. Or what I'm gonna take today is that open knee, and my left hand will reach back for my right foot. Shoulders out of your ears. Keep leading with your heart space. That sense of lightness, of lift. A little smile through your collarbones, a little smile through your lips. One more round of breath. Slowly release. Back to lizard if you took a different version. Lift your back knee, step your right foot up for your malasana squat. Heels in, toes out, hands to your heart. Open your chest. Hands overhead, breathe in. Interlace your fingers as you exhale, press your fingers to the sky. Or I should say your palms to the sky. Hands behind your head, elbows wide, lean back, open your chest. And then forward fold, hands down. Keep your feet wide, take a ragdoll variation. Maybe hold opposite elbows or hands to the back of your head again, a little sway. You can release your fingers and crawl in one direction and then the other if you prefer. Release your hands down. Step back, high plank upper push-up before we take the other side. Lower your knees and find your puppy pose. Big breath in. Exhale, walk your hands forward, forehead, chin, or chest toward the ground. Back to downward facing dog. And a step or a hop toward your hands. Lift halfway, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Rise up, reach up. Hands together in front of your heart, exhale. Reach overhead, breathe in. Fold forward, exhale. Lift halfway, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands down, left foot steps back this time. Drop your left knee down, reach both arms to the sky. So same options stay, cactus your arms if you preferred that, or you're taking kind of that funky half camel with either your left or your right hand. I'm gonna take my right this time. Reach back in the direction of your foot, and I have to tuck my toes under to find my heel. This side is kind of more my calf. And then maybe you start to work your front leg straight. Whoop, for me, this side will stay bent as you press your hips forward. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Each side is different. Honor the experience. Slowly come out into your lizard pose. No rush if you're still playing. Hands inside your foot. Foot moves out to the side. And again, set up in any way you like. Find the version that you like. Maybe symmetry from the first side. Maybe there's something different. Notice what your breath is like. And begin to lengthen your exhales even more. Moving into that more parasympathetic nervous system, the rest, digest, healing mode. Sometimes coming out of our funks, we have to move through fight, flight, make stuff happen before we can get to that connect, rest, digest. As you're feeling even, hands come back down. Step it up to your squat. Left knee lifts, left foot comes outside your wrist. Sit low, hands to your heart. This side we'll keep it simple. Stay right here. If you want a little arm balance practice and strength, a little shoulder kind of warming shape. Hands down, knees to triceps for crow. Look forward, lean forward to float your feet. Otherwise, hang out with me in this more grounded shape. I know when I'm feeling a little off, a little blue, a little funky, just have to give myself little things. If I try to do too much, I get frustrated or I get judgmental. So keep it simple. One thing at a time, one breath at a time, one day at a time. Big breath in wherever you are. And then lower down to a seat, bottom down, soles of your feet together, knees out wide for your cobbler's pose. Lift your heart, breathe in. Hinge forward with a flat back, or feel free to round your neck, your head and neck down as you exhale. as we move into our more passive shapes. Really give yourself permission to feel what you're feeling. To try not to attach to it or make stories in your head, but to simply be in the experience, just as you have been with your breath through this whole practice. We'll slowly lift up, knees together. Find a boat pose, lean back a little, engage your core, float your shins. Hands can stay behind your legs, lift your heart. If you want, arms can go wide. If you want a little bit more, arms to the sky, legs straight. I'm gonna stay right here. Breathe, smile. Notice how strong you are. Know that your body's working for you, even if it doesn't always feel that way. Give it some grace, some gratitude. One more inhale. And exhale, release. Reverse table, feet on the ground, hands behind you, knees point up to the sky. Press through your feet and hands to lift your hips. Send breath into your belly. I personally like my chin tucked in. You're welcome to let your head fall back. Just do so gently. Be kind to your neck. And then lower yourself down. Extend your legs in front of you, both arms to the sky. Big inhale, sit up tall. And then imagine leaning up and over a beach ball to hinge from your hips to your forward fold. And let your hands land wherever they land. So we're not concerned with finding your feet necessarily. Shoulders stay out of your ears. Your chest stays open. Maybe you let your head and neck go. Knees can absolutely be bent. Use breath to create space in your hamstrings, in your low back, and wherever you're feeling this. And then slowly lift yourself up. Stretch your arms in front of you once more to slowly roll down all the way onto your back. One vertebra at a time. When you get down there, arms up over your head. Stretch your legs out long. Big inhale. Open your mouth. Let it go. Again, breathe in. And let it out. Hands by your sides, feet on the ground, knees to the sky for reclined figure four. Right ankle over your left thigh. And always tons of options here. You can stay, you can hug it all into your chest. You can take this to a twist or cradle your shin in your arms and extend your left leg. I like a little movement some days. When that side feels like enough, uncross, switch left ankle over your right thigh, whichever side you didn't just do, and find your version of this side. Hug it in, twist, stay in stillness, you got this. And slowly release. Feet on the ground, hands by your sides for bridge. If you feel open and comfortable moving into a full wheel, you are absolutely welcome to go there. That can be a really nice energizing shape, heart opener. Otherwise, bridge is a beautiful choice as well. Feet down, hands flat. Press through your feet, lift your hips, and breathe into the front of your whole body. From your knees, your hips, your belly to your chest. Feel a sense of expansion. When you've had enough, roll yourself down. Draw your knees to your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze and a little rock side to side. And then take a spinal twist of choice. Both knees in one direction, arms out wide, or if you prefer, legs crossed. Or one leg straight, one knee bent, go there. Through center to the other side, no rush. If you'd like more time, please feel free to take it. And then back to center when things feel even. Any last shapes you like, a happy baby, knees to chest, any other poses. Take your time to find those movements, to find those shapes. And eventually set yourself up for final rest, final Shavasana. Take up space, snuggle your shoulders down your back, relax your jaw, your face. Let your breath be light and natural if it's not already there. And really give yourself permission to simply be here for the next couple moments. You are more than welcome to stay as long as you like. If you are ready to move on, start by wiggling fingers, toes, make those stretches a little bit bigger. Then eventually find your way to one side and all the way up to a comfortable seat. And your eyes can be closed or open. I will offer a little breath practice to end, so if you like, you can watch. Any comfortable seated position. You can do this with your hands or not. You may have done alternate nostril breathing, which moves from side to side, and that's a nice way to balance out your body. Today we will do Surya Betana, which is your sun breathing or your single nostril breathing on your right side. And we're going to inhale through your right nostril and exhale through your left. Every single time, same way. So inhale right, exhale left. If you want to use your hand, I find it helpful to bring my thumb toward my right nostril, my ring finger toward my left, and my middle and pointer fingers toward the space between my eyebrows. Any hand way to use, hold is totally fine. Don't let this get you caught up in or confused. When you're ready, you're gonna close off your left nostril, take a big breath in through your right, close your right and exhale through your left. Continue like that. Inhale right, exhale left, inhale right, exhale left. Keep moving at your own pace, with or without your hands. You can just imagine it. One or two more rounds. And back to a regular breath. Notice how you feel. Surya is sun, and your right side is your sun channel or sun side, your more masculine, active side. So by breathing in through the right, we're pulling in that active energy and releasing through the left. Maybe you feel a little different, maybe not. I know for me, things cleared a little. It's nice to be at home for that. You grab a tissue and blow your nose if you need to. Place your palms together in front of your heart. Thank yourself for making the time to move, to breathe, to take simple steps to hopefully feeling a little bit better and a little bit more like yourself. I honor all of you and thank you all for sharing in this practice with me. And we'll bow our heads together. Namaste. Thanks, guys. Take your time getting up. Please feel free to send any requests you have my way, and hopefully I will see you very soon.